live here in Los Angeles. You can call us at 1-800-553-5724. And before we take your calls, Attorney Allison, you wanted to say something about our discussion.
Yes, I made a slight mistake. So I did want to clarify that the qualifying relatives for the provisional waiver are only a parent or a spouse who is a U.S. citizen or green card holder. Children, unfortunately, are not considered qualifying relatives.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, we have a call. Kasama natin si Saturnino. Saturnino, nandyan ka ba?
Oo, G, kumusta?
Kamusta po? Ano po yung tanong nyo ngayong hapon na ito?
Magandang hapon sa iyo, Tiki Attorney.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon po. Ang tanong ko, kasi noon meron akong green card, walang expiration.
You had a green card with no expiration.
Bala kong umuwi na, ang bangko, baka hindi na ako pabalikin. Pwede pa kaya akong bumalik kung uwi ako, kung ang green card ko wala expiration.
Okay, so can he return? Makakabalik ba siya? Can he return if he uses, if he leaves the country?
This is a good question, and I think people need to understand the difference between having the card and having residency. Just like when your passport expires, you don't lose your citizenship. When your card expires, you don't lose your residency. However, if you travel on that card and come back in, you will get questioned at the border. CBP will have lots of questions for you, and they will probably make you fill out an application for a new expiring card, the ones that expire in 10 years that are not last forever. So it is sufficient for you to come in and out because it's evidence of your residency, but you really need to take care of that.
Okay, we have Nestor from Van Nuys joining us. Nestor from Van Nuys, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hi Nestor, what's your question ngayong hapon na to?
Okay, question ko, so I'm a U.S. citizen. And I have a daughter born in the Philippines. Okay. She is 8 years old now.
Okay.
Ngayon, ang tanong ko, kung pwede kong lakarin ng paperwork dito sa Van Nuys, California, or here in LA, instead of going to the Philippines and taking care of this paperwork at the U.S. Embassy in Manila.
Okay, so the question is, can he file for the documents here in America?
Well, the process is twofold. So where the green card is applied for depends on where the beneficiary resides. And so I'm presuming that his child is physically residing in the Philippines.
That's right, and he is here in Van Nuys.
Correct. And so in that process, it's a two-step process where he as a U.S. citizen would start the process here in California, actually, here in the United States. Once that initial petition is finished, then unfortunately, or not unfortunately, but the only process that can be undertaken is to go through the U.S. Embassy overseas, since that is where the child resides. Now, many individuals ask, well, can the beneficiary come into the USA as a tourist and then apply for the green card here while they're here as a tourist? There are issues related to that because entry as a tourist for the purpose of applying for the green card is not proper. You cannot just be coming in using a tourist visa for the purpose of applying for a green card. So you can't do it in that regard. But generally speaking, you apply for the green card where the person is residing. And if they're overseas, it's through the U.S. Embassy.
Okay. We also have Rose that's joining us from Van Nuys. Rose, nandiyan ka ba? Hi, Rose.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Ano po yung tanong nyo ngayong hapon na ito?
Ang tanong ko, kasi kinuha ko ng asawa ko sa fiancé visa. Pumunta ko dito 2012.
Okay.
Pakasal kami 2013.
Okay.
Then hanggang ngayon, hindi naaayos yung paper ko, yung standby status. And then, kasi nga, yung Affidavit of Support, wala ako. Kasi walang trabaho yung asawa ko, pero US citizen siya. May anak ako dito, 3. Ang tanong ko, makaka-apply ba ako ng waiver?
Okay, so she's asking if she can apply for the waiver. She got here on a fiancé visa. However, she has yet to get her documentation because she was not able to give an affidavit of support because her husband at the time did not have a job.
Right.
Yeah, so this is a little bit of a, interesting, because what does the provisional waiver do for you? You can think of it in a sense that it doesn't do anything more than you would be able to do here in the United States. So if you're eligible for a waiver here, you're eligible for a waiver in leaving the United States. So if she has a visa available to her, if she's able to either finish the process with her husband or find a visa through another way, then she could, if she had the qualifying relative, use that provisional waiver. It sounds like she's still with her husband, so
she is.
She needs to complete that process, which still is possible to complete because she's married to him, and maybe the provisional waiver isn't really what she's going to be dealing with if the original marriage was to the K-1 petitioner. So
Right, and so in her particular situation, Richard is absolutely correct. The provisional waiver doesn't apply in her situation because she is eligible to apply for the green card.
Exactly.
Her problem is the affidavit of support.
Right.
And so the provisional waiver has nothing to do with affidavit of support. She, unfortunately, in her situation, needs to find someone who is capable of meeting the financial requirements to be maybe a co-sponsor on the affidavit of support. Or maybe if they have sufficient assets, which may or may not be the case, then they can go ahead and apply through assets.
Okay, Rose, I hope that answered your question. We are taking your calls live here in Los Angeles on Kababyan Today with attorney Allison Aquino Silva and attorney Richard Lowe. We'll be right back here on our program.